All right. We did all right with this one last time. This is hands off for me now. I just build it and the rest is history. So yeah, so you could have one of these switches like route between a defensive build versus an offensive build, right? So you could be like, oh, I need to defend this turn versus I need to attack this turn. I think that's an idea. Okay. I think we want something like this. I think that's the easy pick, and then maybe next turn we can do something like that to build around it. I love the Tetris piece expansion. I don't know if that's unique to this character or if this is generically the way that things operate. Ooh, what is this? Reverser. Redirects the charge backwards. Interesting. So I can move this here. These don't benefit from being in the path, but the longer the path, the better off we are. So maybe the smarter thing is to put the boots here so that they benefit from the adjacency with the knight armor. And then, does it matter? It kind of matters where this is, but we can do something like this to move it around. It doesn't matter that that gets activated twice. Okay, robot exclusive. I mean, that's cool. Now we need something above this so that it only moves once. So I think I'll do that. This generates 1 here and 4 here. Okay. More mana would be fine. I don't think we want the slat shield, so I think this path works for us. And we can in fact move the microchip here and we could make the path even longer, like that. It'll still end here, but we will get our first attack, the wooden blade will do work for us. So maybe we just grab this because in the future this I think could be really useful. Then we'll grab the liquid luck because why not? And we'll grab that. No shop on this floor. So apparently there are multiple tiers of chests. Ooh, what is this? Grinder. For each space the destroyed item occupied, this gets +1 energy. Okay. Splitter. Destroys charge, creates 2 charges going to the side. Each charge is half. So the splitter is super useful because of the rounding up mechanic that they taught us about. For each space the destroyed item occupies, the adjacent item above is destroyed. So it destroys items above. So we could put this here, and then instead we could put like consumables here, I think. Now one question though that I'm not sure about. What happens if you try and use something twice that can only be used once? I assume it's going to pass through on the second one. Let's hope so. I'm going to go with the grinder for now, but I was also very tempted by the splitter, but if we get an energy relic, the splitter won't be quite as useful. So that's the thinking there. And then our letter synergy is already failing once again. I guess we can do that, and then yeah, we'll do that. Okay. I kind of feel like the Tetris piece should be a everybody thing, Jokewa. A gerbil ruffian and a vole. All right, let's go here. Okay, so the grinder worked, which meant that we got a little bit of something, and then because we had extra, the reverser sent it back. Okay, nice. Now, the grinder won't work this time, but it is nice that we can put this sideways and it just gets used once. Yeah, so the reverser and the grinder are really nice because when you have an unknown amount of stuff, it's super beneficial to have like a loop condition on the end, for lack of a better description. Let's see, do we need... There's no locked doors. There's one locked door. Okay, so let's grab a second key and we'll just go use it immediately. Yeah, the stacking of stuff in this manner is frustrating. We'll grab a second heart ring. Cleansing Balm, right now we don't have the ability to kind of like discretionarily utilize things. And then the Forge. Getting that wooden blade upgraded would be good, but I'm kind of hoping we're going to get something better than that. The arrow flies straight. Give a weapon, get an archery kit. Not for me. I'm also curious if this will still be here, so we can go back to it later. Oh, this seems like it's going to be an interesting fight. I'm very thankful that these poisonous looking snails do not generate poison. I find it interesting that the grinder pops up even though we're not actually utilizing it, but either way, we're in good stead. Fire Staff adds 7 burn to all enemies for 1 energy and 1 mana. There's a temptation there, although there's also a temptation with 2 shivs that we can just kind of like scatter along the way. The Halberd. This item gets -3 damage if there is an adjacent weapon and deals 4 to all enemies. I don't think that's the play for us. I think the shivs are probably good. The Fire Staff is very interesting. So we could move the grinder here. I feel like I would need to do like some rerouting to make the Fire Staff work. So wait, so here's a thought. We move this like this. We move this off for a second. We grab the Fire Staff. Hey, Lucas, welcome. We put our second mana thing here. And then immediately there's no way for the charge to get here. We could... Okay, so it rotates that way, which is not helpful. But I guess, does that mean I could do this? Yeah, okay. So if I wanted to, I could flip the switch so that sometimes we get the Fire Staff, but it would dead end into that, which isn't great. The letter, I think the letter is not gonna, it's not gonna happen for us. As much as I like the idea. We have enough defense, so I'm going to let the helmet go, I think, for now. And same with the HP ring. I said we have no shop here, right? Yeah. The adjacent item below is destroyed. Oh, so it would just... It's going to destroy whatever is here. I see. Okay, so we need to be a little careful with that. I didn't realize... I assumed that was for consumables only. So I can do that for now so that it doesn't destroy anything. But we don't have a great way to get the Fire Staff going. When the grinder activates, the Fire Staff would get activated if it was on the other side here. But I don't think these shivs are... I was eyeing the shivs, but I don't think they're that valuable. So if we do this, now the first turn we would use the fire staff once if the grinder was activated, which it's not. But we can move the grinder back over here in order to grind things up. This is why I love this game. If we want to grind something up, it needs to go there, which means that this is now difficult to place. If we had a 3-long weapon that cost 1, I'd probably just put it in these 3 slots and get all 3 uses out of that. So for now, we're not going to grind things up, I guess. Immediately, I'm like, are we not going to grind things up? Because I can put this here. I can put that there. We'll get less out of it. We can't do diagonal. Can't do diagonal mana, but we can put that there. We can grind that up, but we can put this here to create a bit more action. So now that's going to use a mana. That's going to use both our mana though. We got to be careful about that. We want these to actually not be connected. Like that. So this will use 1, even though it's going to get activated twice. Okay. And then we can take the other one of these. Or we could take the letter, and I'm still holding out hope that we might successfully utilize it. And then 5 HP versus how much are we getting from this helm? If we swap it with this? Yeah, that's better. Okay. All right. Go to the chest. It will bury us in more goodies. Sure. If I'm going to destroy it, I don't think the thing that gets destroyed, for each space, the destroyed item occupied. So it just destroys it, so it doesn't activate it. So it doesn't really matter what we put there. Okay, let's stick with that. We have one more fight. And then we have a shield and more. Okay. So if this works correctly, we're going to burn him. Yes. Okay. I feel proud of the fact that any of that worked the way that I said it was going to. All right. Everything is not hopeless. Bouncer. Adjacent items are pushed away. I don't know about that one. Golden Shiv. I don't think we're going to be able to make a build work where I have the wherewithal to predict what's going to happen. Don't put your money above that, dummy. The letter, we just need to stop trying to make the letter happen, I think. So I'm going to do that, and then that'll give us more regen, I guess. Okay, let's go back to the forge. We didn't get a better weapon. Oh, it was block. Add conductivity to armor. Add 1 energy to clothing. For 40 gold. Oh my gosh, that's expensive. Add 2 block to a shield. Add conductive to armor. Okay, none of these. This 1 energy to clothing seems insane. I don't know how it works with this build though, but that's a different story. So do we still have the old increase max HP thing? We do. All right. Cool. Let's get on. This should be boss. Oh, we get the chest first? That's interesting. Heavy grinder. For each space destroyed item occupied, gain 1. This item is heavy. Okay, so that no different there. We have a disposable battery, we have a double battery. Then we have a toggle and we have a rotator. I mean, we could just do this, because having more pipes seems like it's good for business. I think. All right. Let's do that for now. On to the boss. Okay. Looks like everything played the way I imagined it might. We're getting up to 32. I think that's pretty decent. Now, we don't... I guess we have the ability to choose whether we can change our targets. For now... Oh, why is it always ping-ponging right now? Oh, that's interesting. I'm worried that there's too many bads now. Yeah, we're gonna start taking some damage here. Okay, I'm gonna keep going for it though. Oh, that's a lot of damage. I think we get the kill on him this turn though. Oh, we do not. That might be death. Okay, we survived. Need to take this auto battler slightly less seriously, but we survived. A little bit of intervention would have made a big difference for me, I think. Let's see. Okay, we can't do that. We can get 3 out of this. Yeah, okay, so the diminishing returns comes from this. I'm gonna grab the 3 here, I guess. Okay, we get another mana stone. The barbell. This item is heavy. +1 to the energy cost of all... Wait, +1 to the energy cost of all weapons. All weapons get this effect applied. For each space below this item, get 50% damage. That has changed. Glass bottles. All weapons gain +6 damage. All weapons get the effect if adjacent or diagonal to armor or a shield. This item is disabled. Or the frog totem. Adds 3 mana to connected mana network. There's an argument to be made for the fact that this fire staff is stronger than our sword. Okay, let's go with the frog totem then. We're gonna have to mix things up a little bit to make this all work, but I think this is interesting. I really wish they would spread things out a little bit so I can see them. All right, nothing there. So we have a key, so we could go to the other zone, but let's do our inventory management rework thing here. So what I'm thinking is this sword goes away completely. And then we'll move this for the time being as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to put the fire staff here, connected to all the mana. And we're going to get three uses per turn. So we're going to be dealing a ton of burn damage. Now, it's going to come out like this. We're going to grind whatever's here, although I think it's better just to have this be the grindy slot. Well, we might grind bigger things, though, right? Hey, Rusty! This game is really cool. It is a inventory management roguelite that I've had an amazing time with in the past, and it's now available on Steam Early Access, so we're giving it a go. And so far, I'm having a lot of fun with it. So let's see. So we can just grab other things here. Might as well. Oh, now hold on. The hatchet. The issue is, what is this communicating? Oh yeah, It's communicating that it is worse thanks to the armor that we have. Yeah, it's that good, Rusty, for sure. Let's see. So I'll just keep this because we can grind it, I guess. All right. I don't know if we got this quite right. I'm just gonna go to the deep cave. All right, moving on to the next zone. We have a pretty interesting build going here. I may have hamstrung us with the burn staff. We will see. The fire staff might be too much to bear. Okay. We did not successfully do all the things. I will take 6 damage, but that's risky, I feel like. Okay. Ah, the fire staff is to all. Okay. That's good. That's good to know. Our hit points are really not good, though. Our hit points are very not good. That doesn't help our hit point situation either. So the question is, this is interesting. I can put this here, and I can steal 1 of the mana away to give us 1 regen per turn. Now, we also have a problem where we're not fully utilizing our energy available at the moment. Is there a way to fix that? So it's going to be 1, 2, 3. And then that should be it. So the grinder is going to activate. Okay, so it's the grinder. Right now we don't have a sink for the grinder. That's the issue. And ideally we would want it to be over here. So if I move these here, no, that doesn't work. So what I'm trying to figure out is if there's a way for us to work this machete in as the de facto additional item. But, okay, wait. So we can do this, and we can do this. So this would give us this spot here for something that uses energy. But the machete is a 3 tall. That's too big. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see. I think at the moment we're gonna have a problem, but at least we're gonna get a little bit of regen. Although we may just die immediately on this fight. I'm gonna turn off auto run because I think let's go to the chest of valuables first. See if we get anything transformative. We have the chipped sword, deals 5 damage plus 1 to the energy cost for this turn. So each time it gets used, it costs more. So this is interesting. So this will be free the first time we use it, which is good. We like free. And then we want the second time that it gets used for it to be over here. Is it a 3 big? It's 3 big, though. That's the one hard part about this thing right now, I think, is that it takes up a huge amount of space. We actually get more block that way, so that's good. Now, conductivity doesn't work diagonally. We'd have to shift everything over to make this work. I don't think we can do it. We'll just do that for now. We may die. Yeah, we still waste when the grinder is active. Gonna have to take the 7. And then we regen 2. I don't think that's good for business. We're gonna have to take this curse. Well, actually, I think it die. They all die before we have to do that. But yikes. Okay, so we get a dagger. It's the curses that are killing us. Nothing new there. Also, as a side note, this is this is standard operating procedure for my runs. Okay, so if we're gonna get cursed again, do we have another one of those fights? Okay, we have the opportunity to sell some stuff, so we should put valuable things as much as possible here, and then we should go to the shop, I guess, next. Okay, sell that. Sell that. Cursed Shiv. Don't think that's what we're looking for. Nothing here really strikes my fancy. So we'll do that, and then can be used one time each turn. When an adjacent shield is used, create a charge with 1 energy. This is really cool. The defensive core seems really cool. This does count as a shield. Okay. So we can set this up to fire off an additional charge like this maybe? And then we could have something here that gets fired again. Well, actually, wait, we can point it any direction we want, can't we? I'm trying to think where we could... I mean, I don't know if the charge is going to die when it hits the back of this or if it's just going to travel through. Well, we may learn the hard way by dying. But I'm going to try this, and then worst case scenario, we can use the microchip if we survive. Okay, so it does indeed work that way. All right. So I think we survive this fight, maybe. Yeah, but we're burning mana because we don't have, because this defensive core needs some love. It just needs a sink. We need something to utilize stuff beyond our mana's value. Why is this guy not dead? Dodge saves him from burn? That just means we can't win this fight? I literally don't think there's a way to end this fight. Because the avert is always going to cause that, and then I think we're soft locked. Trying to think. Yeah, I think we just lose. How peculiar. So I mean, one thing I'm thinking about is I could reorganize to get a bunch of regen every turn and get up to full health. But yeah, I don't have any way to do the 1 damage that's needed for the fire to work. All right. That's a bummer. What a peculiar side effect. Can I use the cleansing potion on the rabbit? I think the cleansing potion affects us. But we'll try it just in case it... Yeah, it says on self. So... Okay. Our next run of this character is going to be really awesome because we really understand it now. But is there an abandoned game? Okay.